Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well. And welcome to the match build up for Dundalk against Arsenal. Europa League match day 6 is here. Obviously, a dead game. The Europa League group is done. We're waiting for the knockout stages. And I have a special guest with me, Thomas from Arsenal Fan Reviews. How are you?
Thank you so much for letting me come on the channel. And yeah, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Well, he's a YouTube legend, so I thought since we're going to take so many young players to Ireland to play against Dundalk, how about I bring one of my favorite youngest
Oh, thank you.
Arsenal YouTubers? So I brought him in. So, what have you made of the season so far in the terms of Europa League? Has it been too easy?
Um, in the Europa League, I mean, we've just been flying forward, of course. Every single game has
Yeah,
been a win. Some of them have been easier than others, but honestly, this season's Europa League campaign has been pretty good.
yeah, awesome. And Jules is also joining us from Arsenal from Hong Kong. Hi, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you kind of from afar, but I think it's kind of okay. So
Oh,
I was just asking.
I've got a mic, that's why.
Awesome. So I was just asking Thomas from Arsenal Fan Reviews what he has made of the season so far in the Europa League. Jules, what have you made of the season so far? Europa League, has it been too easy for us?
Yes, it has. But then the thing, I think there's not a lot of difference with our first team and our second team. So the team we put in the
Yeah,
Europa League doesn't actually have a big difference with the team
yeah,
in the Premier League that we've got.
yeah.
And I think that's the main reason why we're not performing. And just every player is very average at Arsenal. And of course, we've got the standards of Europa League. However, I don't think we've got the standards of the Premier League this season, and we're missing a couple of players, as Mikel Arteta said. But yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Awesome. So it's Dundalk tonight, in a couple of hours actually. So Thomas, what are you expecting to see tonight? Which kind of players are you expecting to see tonight? Of course, Leno hasn't traveled, Aubameyang hasn't traveled, Lacazette hasn't
Yeah.
traveled. Which kind of players are you hoping to see tonight?
Well, I was hoping to maybe see someone like Aubameyang in the squad because, as we saw with Lacazette when he was playing in the Europa League, his confidence has
Yeah,
kind of got up again. But unfortunately, that won't be happening. So I'd like to see maybe a Balogun start. Of course, 2 touches and a goal in his first game when he came on. Second game when he came on as well, played really well. So I'm just really hoping that he can maybe get a debut today. And also, I'd like to see Maitland-Niles again because last time he played in the Europa League, of course, against Rapid Vienna in that midfield, honestly played amazingly.
how about you, Jules? Which players are you hoping to see tonight?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with Arsenal fan reviews. Yeah, Balogun definitely should start, and I think Maitland-Niles he's been performing very well, and that just pretty much sums up why he's been selected in the adults England national squad, right? So,
Yeah,
however, in the Premier League, it's the same thing. In the Europa League, we're performing very well. However, in the Premier League, we aren't, and let's be honest, Maitland-Niles, there are a few games he hasn't been performing very well in the Premier League. But anyways, a few players I'm looking forward to against the Dundalk game. I think as Arsenal fan review said, I think there'll be lots of youngsters starting. I hope to see Balogun. However, I would like to see him start. However, I think Mikel Arteta will put him in the bench and he'll probably come on because I still don't think Mikel Arteta has full confidence in Balogun. And I hope I see some other youngsters like Aziz. He still hasn't had his professional debut. I hope he does soon.
yeah.
And we've got some other players that might be in the bench today, which I also hope to see. But yeah, I think overall, yeah, this game is it that important? I really don't think so. We're already first. Even if we lose this game, we're still through, and we're still going to be first. But we're trying to keep our 100% win rate. So yeah, I think Mikel Arteta. There'll still be a couple of players that will be good, of course. But I hope he brings more youngsters than he usually does.
Yeah, Arsenal fan reviews. Which youngsters do you think deserve a place in the Premier League team?
Well, as you said, Aziz looking well, not in the Premier League maybe, but definitely in the Europa League. I hope to see him start. And in the Premier League, I think hopefully we can maybe see at least against Burnley on the weekend, someone like Balogun on the bench, maybe. As I said, absolutely brilliant goal scorer. Has been scoring so many recently, especially this season as well for the academy. So I think hopefully with these players such as Saka coming up to the first team, we can see Balogun having that effect as well.
Awesome. So, Jules, I'll put what I wanted my starting lineup to be on screen, and then you'll tell me what changes you'd make.
Yeah,
It's on
I
screen
also
right
have
now. So,
my starting lineup here.
yeah, which kind of changes would you make to that team?
Ooh, first of all, I agree with this. However, I don't think that's what Mikel Arteta will put. And of course, I'm meant to be
Yeah.
predicting lineup. I'm meant to be predicting what Mikel Arteta will put, not what I want to put, not what you want to put.
No, no,
So,
no. I want what you would put if you're the
oh,
manager.
yeah. I would I would agree with that. I would maybe change Smith Rowe. And I would probably play 4-2-3-1. So
Mm-hmm.
and Ketia, Mikel Arteta's been playing him left wing. However, I think I'd start Balogun up top because Nketiah isn't a big winger and he hasn't been performing very well. Although he's been scoring goals in the Europa League, it's not good. It's still very average, very average performances from Nketiah. So I don't think I don't think I would start him. I'd start Balogun because he's just so young and it's a very good talent and such a good
Yeah.
player. Nelson, I would agree with him. I'd put Nelson on the left instead of Nketiah.
Nelson is actually out. I've got that news today that he's out with an injury, so he's gonna miss out. It's also his birthday today, so he's out
Yeah, yeah.
enjoying himself. So who would you put there?
I don't know. Then in that case, I would probably put Nketiah on the left, and I'll put
Mm-hmm.
Pepe on. But I would have liked Nelson on the left instead of Nketiah, especially it's his birthday. Also, he's better than Nketiah. And Smith Rowe in the middle and Balogun up top.
Okay, and Thomas, would you start Pepe today? Or would you keep him for the Premier League games?
Well, of course, I would love to see him in the Premier League again. But in the Europa League, of course, we see him getting goals, overall playing really well. So I think what I'd probably do is start him tonight and then have him on the bench for Sunday, maybe, and maybe see him come on in the second half because I don't want to throw him straight back in. I do just kind of want to try and ease him. And I think by getting, hopefully, a win in the Europa League before we do put him back in the team will help.
Awesome. And prediction. Let me ask you, Jules, for your prediction. Do you care if we lose a win?
Of course, I'd like to win as usual at every game. We haven't won in a long time. Personally, I would actually bring Aubameyang in this game, because he hasn't been performing. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Some people disagree with me, but he hasn't been scoring, and I genuinely think he needs that sensation of scoring. Because he hasn't scored in like I don't know how many games it's been. But he's on 250K a week. We just signed him a new contract, and he basically hasn't scored ever since. So yeah, I really want to see Aubameyang again, and he hasn't even against Tottenham. He didn't perform very well. So all I would put, I just think it's confidence. So honestly, I would actually put him in this game personally. So once he scores again, he just has that feeling, and hopefully he gets to score many more goals than that. But my score prediction today, I don't know. I predicted 4-1 for Arsenal, depending on what we
Who's
go with. 3-1 or
who's gonna
4.
score? Who's gonna score?
I hope Balogun, but I think Balogun will score. I think Pepe will start this game, due to the fact that he's not available for the Burnley game. That's his last game that he's unavailable before the next game, right? So that this is the last Premier League game he's not eligible for. So
Yeah.
I think Pepe will start, and I think he'll score. And apparently Nelson's not here. I would have liked him on the score sheet. I think either Mustafi or Mari will score. I think Cedric will perform very well tonight because Bellerin hasn't been doing very well, and he's probably thinking right now, it's probably his chance to make it into the first team. So I think he'll perform very well in this game, and I hope to see Maitland now score. He's not very good at scoring, but he's definitely good at defending. He can literally create anything. He literally has every skill except for scoring. So last time we played against Who was that? I think it was Molde. He created himself so many chances, but he couldn't score them. So I think he'll score this time though, and I really hope to see him score.
Awesome. Arsenal fan reviews. Let me know. Would you start Willian today? Do you think he should be playing in the Europa League? And your prediction?
Willian. Oh, that's a hard one. I honestly, I might actually, of course, like I said with the example of Lacazette, maybe getting that confidence up. And Willian, he's not been our greatest player so far in the Premier League. So, yeah, that's actually a good shout, really. Haven't thought of that, but I'd probably go with that. And for my prediction, I'm going to have to go 3-1 Arsenal. I think we may concede, unfortunately, but my 3 goal scorers would have to be Maitland-Niles. I totally agree, as you said. Everything but his shooting boots, so hopefully he can bring them along tonight. I think Willock may be able to get a goal, and I'm going with Balogun, the 3 young players.
Hey, awesome, man. So, guys, that was Thomas from Arsenal Fan Reviews and Jules from Arsenal from Hong Kong. Actually, if I was to sit down and write, they'd probably be in my top 3 youngest or best from youngest Arsenal fans alongside probably Liam. So thank you guys for coming on. Arsenal Fan Reviews, where can they follow you?
Well, I'm on Twitter at AFR_YT, and of course on YouTube, Arsenal Fan Reviews.
Awesome. Jules?
Well, you can just subscribe to my channel, Arsenal Hong Kong. I've got all the social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, for my Arsenal Hong Kong channel, obviously. But I've changed the name recently, so you might not find me. But it's a pretty similar name. But yeah, you can just subscribe to my YouTube. I'll be fine with that.
Guys, make sure you subscribe to their channels. Make sure you follow them. Arsenal Fan Reviews just rushed from school to do this. It's 12 a.m. in Hong Kong for Jules, so I appreciate you guys coming on. I'll make sure to have you on again soon. So Dundalk against Arsenal tonight. Make sure you watch that. I'll be back with the match reaction after that. And on Monday for the draw. Thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later.